what better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports? This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Taking a look at Detroit, they're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build on the wins as the season goes on. And checking out Philadelphia, 9.5 games behind. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey. And it's Stewart in at the center, locking down the middle. Outside, George to the paint. Here's Embiid. Rebound by the Pistons. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Philadelphia with the ball. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Harris kicks to Thompson. Good, and Harris gets the assist. What better way to start a new year than with NBA hoops. Craig, not feeling tired, are you? We got a long way to go here, partner.
Oh, I'm feeling good. Hopefully, these players can say the same. I'm sure many of them did stay up a wee bit past their bedtime last night.
We've seen Tyrese Maxey and his game go to another level. Clark, what makes him a top-level scorer in your opinion?
Kevin, there are a couple of things that really stand out. His sheer speed with the ball is remarkable. His fearlessness and confidence, every great scorer has that. And then his ability to knock down the three-point shot off the catch or off the dribble gives him an added step of quickness when he's taking it to the rack. And all of that makes him a dynamic scorer.
And here are the 76ers now. Following the miss by Cade Cunningham. There's the triple. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
8 feet away, and it's good off the glass.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Now, here's Maxey. He's coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line. He's a big combo guard, and Ivey plays with no fear in there.
George against Thompson. And here's George. Coming in off a 21-point game, his last outing. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the high post, and the jumper is good.
Love the flow and rhythm that George plays with. Very impressive. He's got a natural, comfortable cadence to his pace.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders in the NBA this month. In the third spot, Ausar Thompson.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Kate. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Cunningham after the miss from Tyrese Maxey. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by Paul George. The 76ers lead. Pass to Embiid. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Embiid, such a monster on the inside. He puts a lot of pressure on you.
Now, here's Ivy. Tight defense on him. George against Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Cunningham inside. He's covered by Maxey.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
McCain, they get it back.
Clearly an MVP caliber talent now. Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball.
And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around, and he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch, this guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Holland gets it to go.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
Now, here is George. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And Thompson sends it back. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Martin's checked in for Philadelphia.
Number 1, Kenyon Martin, Jr.
Here's McCain. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. Clock at 4. Outside, George. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's a look at some numbers for Marcus Sasser.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the Pistons with possession here. They trail by 1. Cunningham, a screen on Martin. Back to Cunningham. And stolen by Maxey. And now Philadelphia on the break. And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Maxey. He's around 18 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Thompson outside. Pass to Stewart. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Stewart, a screen for Ivy. Shot clock at 3. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
4th in opponent points per game, and they're right there among the top 5 in terms of second chance points. Just a tremendous work ethic at attacking the glass. They just keep after it.
And that work they've done at the free throw line, Greg, has been so valuable to them. A lot of games come down to foul shots, and for them, that's a good thing. Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Stewart. Parker comes in for Thompson. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cunningham.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Ivy. That one wide left. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 3-point lead. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix in the last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
It's like Ivy has that sixth sense of where his teammates are on the floor.
Martin with a screen on Ivy. Maxey into the lane. Martin kicks to Oubre. No good from outside. Pistons trail by 3. Here's Holland. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Harris is checked in for Parker. The Pistons shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Ivy. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And Holland gets it to go.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
There's a minute left here in the opening quarter. Martin against Harris. Now, here's Maxey. Guarded closer. 6 to shoot. Over Ivy. Maxey, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here is Harris. Scoreless thus far. Here's Sasser. He's guarded by Schroeder. And here's Harris from the arc. And another 3 for Detroit.
Nice touch from downtown. Tobias Harris continues to look better and better from this area.
Maxey looking it over. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's Detroit as they end the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And we'll return shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Detroit.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Oubre, and it's Martin in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
The Pistons leading. Now, here is Russell. Harris outside. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Harris has got 6.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And it's good, 2 points.
So crafty and clever at finishing inside. Schroeder doesn't lack confidence trying to get it up and down from this area.
Of all the great ball handlers, Clark, in the NBA, Russell's got to be right there at the top of the list.
And the thing that impresses me, Kevin, is how smooth he makes it look and how effortless it appears. Even at full speed, he can make moves that most guys can't even imagine.
Now here is Harris. He has 6. They get it again. Russell against Schroeder. Goes back up. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers trail. Down low. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And the 76ers making a change here. Council's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Sasser finds Harris. Not going to go that time. The 76ers shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Detroit's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Both teams deciding to change it up. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. In fourth, the Pistons.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now, Sasser, he had a 21-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Cornette passes to Rush. Here's Holland, covered by Oubre. Driving the lane, and Holland gets it to go.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Russell against Schroeder. Up top, Embiid. Lobbed up there for Collins. Rush with the steal. Here's Holland. He's guarded by Collins. Holland, the pass to Russell. Back to Sasser. 5 on the clock.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The 76ers trail by 3. Better passes to Embiid. Embiid powers it down.
You know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Sasser with it. Nothing on the board. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Paul George comes in for Oubre, and Maxey subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Then for the Pistons, Stewart checked in for Luke Cornett, and Cade Cunningham subbed in for Rush. Pass to McCain. Outside, George. There's the screen. Launches a three. Knocks down the three ball. George has got 7 points in the game.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Now, here's Cunningham. 11 points for him in that last game against Chicago. Here's McCain. Pass to Collins. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. Holland with the rebound. The Pistons trailing. Over in the corner, Sasser. To the middle, here's Stewart, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The 76ers have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Embiid the screen. Here's McCain. Drops in the layup for 2. McCain's got his second basket. The Pistons have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Cunningham against George. Cunningham outside. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the Pistons score.
And I like how composed Cunningham is. Lets the game and his shots come to him.
Pass to McCain. Outside Collins. Now here's Embiid. Guarded by Stewart. Embiid, no good. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's Sasser. He's guarded by Collins. Stewart with the screen on Collins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Detroit also making some changes. Tobias Harris is checked in for Holland. Thompson comes in for Russell. And Ivey subbed in for Marcus Sasser. Here's McCain. He's got 5. Here's Oubre. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Oubre, extremely focused that time, was not going to be denied.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Detroit's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Thompson dishes to Ivey. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And one of the best guard finishers, Ivey, relentless when attacking the rim.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Here's McCain. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Now, here is George. Trailing by 2. Shot clock at 2. Over Harris. George, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
A solid 6'8". Harris can more than handle his own inside. Really an overlooked part of his game.
Here's McCain. Ivey defending. Collins, a screen on Ivey. Pulls up. The 76ers with another miss. Pistons leading by 4. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it. And Ivy just so difficult to corral. Sometimes you have to foul him and hope he misses.
Detroit shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First one falls for him.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter.
Checked in for Oubre. And Ivy.
Even any points at the free throw line this quarter. That's really the best way to protect the lead.
Here's McCain. He's covered by Thompson. The same day, Clark, that Tyrese Maxey was named to the All-Star game, he scored a career high and was great doing it.
How about that, Kevin? How ironic is that? It was his first All-Star selection, by the way, but this has been the story with Maxey. I mean, he just continues to make great progress in his game. He's a really dynamic young player with still room to grow. You know, one of the things you really appreciate about Maxey is how freely he plays. He just throws himself in there, fearless about looking for ways to get involved in the play and then make an impact.
Now here is Harris. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Over George. Pass to Ivy. They get the rebound. Out to Harris. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Philadelphia ball.
11 seconds left now here in the second. And here's George for 3. He can't hit that time. From deep three-point land. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot run line.
And how about that? These guys have been riding some major hot streaks.
Hotter than one of those ghost chili peppers y'all had me eat that one day.
Hotter than death.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the Philadelphia 76ers. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. The 76ers trail by 6. Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Thompson and Harris are their forwards, and it's Stewart in at the center.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
76ers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Embiid with a screen on Thompson. Here's George. It's tipped.
Oh, nice swat there from Ivy. Love seeing guards like him come up big on defense.
Harris, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Embiid. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Stewart against Embiid, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And, you know, once Embiid puts it on the deck, he's hard to stop, which is why the defense ends up fouling.
Philadelphia, Joel Embiid.
And Embiid drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Cunningham against Maxey. Cunningham looking it over. Thompson passes to Stewart. 4 on the clock. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
Now, here is George. 7 points in the game. Collins setting the big for Maxey. Over Cunningham. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut back down again to 6 with the basket from Maxey.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but, hey, you take it when it comes.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. Over the last month, getting it done. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And back to your point, number 2 in steals. He's just a tireless worker. Plays that hard-nosed, on-ball defense. Most guys just can't disengage from it. From deep, George hits it from three-point range. Now it's just a 3-point Detroit lead.
It's a big part of George's game, the three-point shot, and for good reason. I mean, he's a sniper out there.
Ivy kicks to Cunningham. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Now, here is George. He's got 10. At the top of the key, Embiid. Philadelphia needs to get a shot on. The shot by George, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Harris. Count the basket and the foul.
Defensive foul.
That one on Collins.
John Collins.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Cunningham against Maxey. Pass to McCain. Back to Maxey. Detroit with the rebound.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Here's Ivy. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Maxey passes to Embiid. The 10-footer. It's hauled in by Harris. Pistons leading by 6. Inside. Stewart down low. Defended by George. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Oubre's checked in for George.
Coming out to the floor for your Sixers. Number 9, Kelly.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Maxey finds Embiid. Over Stewart. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Embiid's got 14 points.
Embiid with a major contribution thus far. He's a guy that can carry his team.
On the wing, Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Harris has got 8 points in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 14. Pass to McCain. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 8.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here is Harris. 16 points for him. Stewart kicks to Cunningham. Over Maxey. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. He gets that one.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
Now, here's Stewart. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. A shot by Thompson, no one's around. Collins grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 4. Oubre outside. Pass to Collins. Now, here's Maxey. And here's Oubre. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Philadelphia with the new shot clock. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Miami Heat.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Martin, he's checked in for Philadelphia. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Stewart. Holland comes in for Harris. Marcus Sasser's checked in for Thompson. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Now, here is Russell. Fires the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Russell against Maxey. Pass to McCain. And here's Embiid. 18 points for him. For the tie. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. Now, here's Ivy. 7 points in the game.
Embiid stiff-arming that shot with authority. No mercy.
These players have been dominant on the glass in their last 10 games, leading the NBA in rebounding. Third is Joel Embiid.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
Schroeder against Russell. Pass to Embiid. 1:44 left here in the third quarter. Yes, that goes in.
Embiid, a versatile shot maker, showing off his mid-range game there.
Oubre against Ivy. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside, Maxey. A three-pointer off the mark.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Pass to Holland. Here's Russell. Shoots over Schroeder. Tries again. He lays it in. And the Pistons lead by 1. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Here's Maxey. Rebounded by the Pistons. Cornett's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And here are the 76ers now. After the basket by Detroit, 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Maxey kicks to Oubre. Back to Maxey. Here's the three. Another miss by Maxey. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pistons lead by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Kelly Oubre out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Martin in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Schroeder following the 3 by Detroit. Pass to Embiid. Embiid just overpowers the defense inside.
And really at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds from putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play, and you know my motto, persistence pays dividends.
And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Now, here is Russell. It counts, and the foul. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Boy, I like the way Russell used his body there, finishing through contact, and he'll go to the line for a 3-point play opportunity.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And here's Russell after the 3-pointer from Kelly Oubre. Here's Holland. That one goes in. Holland's got 19 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Pass to Martin. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
Russell looking around. Here's Holland, covered by Martin. Holland's pitch to Russell. Fires from deep. Bangs on the trifecta. And the Pistons lead by 5.
And, you know, this has become a real weapon for Russell now, and it's because he's worked hard on his shots.
Yep, it counts.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here is Russell after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Russell with it. Now defended by Embiid. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid.
The size, the change of pace, the shiftiness of Russell. A hard guy to defend without foul.
2 shots.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Tell you what, guys who can shoot it and pass it like Russell, always of great value to the rotation.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Embiid. Another shot. Embiid with authority.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
There's the pick. Russell from long range. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Oubre outside. Pass to McCain. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And the first one at the line is good. Martin's checked in for the 76ers. Detroit also making some changes. Stewart checked in for Luke Cornett. Asar Thompson comes in for Marcus Sasser. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Russell. Both shots good from the stripe. The Pistons have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Pass to Holland. Stewart a screen. There's Holland, covered by Martin. Puts up a 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Pass to McCain. Oubre outside. Here's Embiid. Guarded by Stewart. Embiid, no good. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. It's a 1-point game. Thompson against Oubre. Cunningham kicks to Holland. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Oubre. Schroeder with the screen on Thompson. Oubre for 3. Holland with the rebound. Detroit leading by 4. Now here's Thompson. Out left to the wing. From deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Detroit's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Here's Holland. That 3 off the mark.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Now, here's Martin. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Embiid's got the game tied up here for Philadelphia. And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Yourself on the screen and you show us.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Collins checked in for Martin. Paul George comes in for Kelly Oubre. And Maxey subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Tobias Harris is checked in for Holland. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Embiid. Rebounded by the Pistons. Thompson dishes to Cunningham. Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. Spins. Pass to Harris. Thompson outside. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 4-point Piston lead.
Monster points from Thompson. No fear in the big moment.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks. Recognizing the big possession and commanding the ball.
It's Cunningham with the drive. That shot, no good. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Inside. And the dunk by Embiid.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's had.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Maxey against Cunningham. The rebound by Paul George. The 76ers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Embiid, the pass to Maxey. Back to Embiid. To take the lead. He can't get that one to fall. Assertive move by Embiid.
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Cunningham. Rebound by Joel Embiid. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Moves so well towards the rim. When Collins attacks with that kind of ferocity, puts the defense on their heels.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Now, here's Ivy. Not a lot of room, and they pick up 2.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Embiid. It drops.
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Now, here's Ivy. D right on him. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Off the inbound pass. Bullseye! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Calling for the ball and taking over. Ivy with great confidence and the game to back it up.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And stolen by Harris. Pass to Cunningham. Missed. Thompson. It's off. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this.